Welcome back to the Joe Machin Mid-America Open, presented by Discraft. Final 9 holes. I'm Ian Anderson, joined by Philo Brathwaite. Kyle Klein's got a 2-stroke lead. Can he hold on, Philo?
I believe the young man can do it. I mean, Chris Dickerson's pretty dang solid coming down the final stretches, and this is usually where it turns into the mano-a-mano kind of battle, especially on the lead card. That was one of the lessons the old wise one, Ken Klein, taught me was, the last 9 holes is when you start playing kind of a match play situation,
Okay. Yeah.
That's where you start worrying about what the other guy's doing. Everybody seems to have been just kind of doing their own thing, sticking to their game plan, but, here you are, 9 holes to play, and you got a 2-man race pretty much. I don't know what's going on the chase cards per se, but, you're going to focus on the battle that you got in front of you, you know what I mean? So we'll see how the youngster handles it.
Man, if not for that eagle spit through, would have been 9 for 9 on the front.
Yeah, and he'd have a 3-stroke lead, and I'm sure that extra breathing room, especially with these weird fickle holes here on the back, would definitely kept his heart rate down.
Yes, sir. You guys got to look at hole 10 as the drone flew through. OB long, OB in the creek. It's a tough get, especially for the backhand.
For the backhand, yes, the righty flick play, it's a little dangerous. You got to miss this mature one and just have the right angle and speed, and that's how you do it. Couldn't draw it up any better.
Dang, Kyle Klein, that
he's feeling very comfortable today.
Yes, he is.
He's ready.
He's got the backhand and the forehand working too.
And his putter's on point.
Chris Dickerson. That's an H1.
Getting squeaky through the high gap there.
Look at these things, man.
Hey, man, that sidearm, very friendly, very receptive.
That it is.
That's got to get off of that. Oof, right on time. Andrew Marwede does. A little bit of a bad ground play there, but he's well in circle 1.
Yeah, that's an Andrew range. And Big Germ.
Anticipate the big fella making this look pretty easy. Oof.
Oh.
No, don't do it. All right, that at least was a positive roll.
Yeah.
Just outside circle 1.
That was much scarier from the tee pad. We couldn't really tell which way it was going.
Yeah, it looked pretty clean until it hit that little limb, ninja branch as I call them, just take all the speed off and change directions. Germ with the jumper, just a hair high.
Great
Good
effort.
Bid. Yeah, for sure.
He is not liking those ninja twigs either, Philo.
I hate him. Andrew Marwede getting his little hat trick going here, picking up some steam.
Nice. Sitting at 21 down. I'll put him, I believe, 5 off the lead after Kyle makes good. There's Chris Dickerson. Staying within 2. Man, these guys are hot right now, Kyle.
Yeah, they are. Been waiting all weekend to see it,
Yeah, we really have, yeah.
I mean, this course just really feels like once you kind of get the feel of the flow of the course, like there's a lot of birdies to be had.
Andrew grabbing one of them right here with a great putt. A worse putt than the one that didn't go in, though.
Yeah.
By far.
I don't know about worse. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Sometimes those weird things happen, and you hate when it happens to you.
Yeah. All right, tell us about hole 11, Philo.
This is a fun, big spiking hyzer for the righty backhand. Not a lot of room down there on the low left side. Haven't seen too many people trying it other than my boy's name was Rich, by the way.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Round 1. Throwing the sidearm flick roller. That was pretty awesome. But yeah, pretty much just a big spike hyzer for most everybody. There's that one barren tree back there in the background. Pretty much just throw it right on that thing and just anticipate the fade, and should drop right in there, circle 1.
Only 365, but the hyzer does force a little more power.
It feels like a 400 throw.
Yeah.
For sure.
Kyle Klein is going PD2.
Looking pretty tasty out the gate.
Oh, all right.
Tombstone on circle 1, a hair short. I'm sure he's got more speed than that, but making sure he gives himself a good look.
Dickerson with a D1.
Looks just about the same as yesterday's shot. Swinging it in wide and a little bit short, and not the best finish there on the roll either.
Did he catch tree on the end?
Looked like he might have caught a little something. It's hard to say. The wind's kind of pushing around up there a little bit.
It is. Destroyer from Andrew.
Kind of put a little early bender on that one. It's kind of surprising to see these guys coming up so short.
It is.
These guys are all wicked fast throwers.
Yeah, they absolutely smash. Germ?
That looks a little tight.
It does.
Cuts through.
Oh, that one fought nicely.
Haven't seen much of that this weekend at all.
No, not so much. Chris Dickerson is eyeing down a birdie. Looking to put a little pressure on Kyle.
Not his best bid of the day, for
Yeah.
sure. That's going to sting if Kyle should convert on this birdie putt. Andrew Marwede from just outside and just a little high and left.
Off the band. Germ a little bit closer.
There you go.
Germ's got the jumper working today.
Yeah, he does. He's been dialing that thing in.
Looks great. Kyle for some extra breathing room in a 3-stroke lead.
First one he's pushed off the chains right. I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that should things get tight later on.
Makes the comebacker, though.
Absolutely. I mean,
Not rattled.
no. It's only 4 or 5 paces off the basket. Those shouldn't be too stressful in pretty much any situation for us.
Yeah. Andrew should be making good on his par save right here.
No. Oh.
And that one just kind of got away from him on the
Unforced error.
straddle.
You know what I mean? Unforced error. You gotta make good on those. Those are pretty elementary putts for us.
Yep.
Kind of no excuse zone, in my opinion.
Not wrong, sir. Dickerson making good on the par. Fortunate to not lose a stroke to our leader.
Yeah. I guess the only time those putts are, acceptable is when they go in and come back out in your face or something, or they should cut all the way through.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
weird like that.
Where it's not operator error.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, tell us about 12 Philo. I like the shape on this one.
I do. It's a tough get. I hadn't got it all weekend. It's, I think the best play that I've seen is if you've got the speed over stable mid-range, kind of start it on the left side after you pass these 2 trees and get that thing sliding right with a late fade. Kind of keeps the disc dropping as it's working its way down the fairway, because those little high ninja branches will definitely slow you down and change directions on you in a hurry if you come out high.
Yeah, we've seen that one. It is down there for
There's a
the
bit of a
taking.
flick line out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, that sidewalk does come into play if you should burn it over too hard, get a little greasy with the speed, you could find yourself out of bounds, so I think a lot of people are going to be taking the middle route.
Germ agrees with you on the forehand route, firing one down the tunnel.
Well, he's got exceptional touch, so not surprised. That's right there, nestled in circle 1.
I kind of get like forehand Simon vibes from Germ. Simon's known for his famous backhand lines. I feel like Germ's known for his awesome forehand lines.
Mm-hmm. Kyle Klein ripped over on that a bit too much, leaving the door open here for Dickerson to capitalize.
Throwing his M3.
Let's see if that thing burns over fast enough. That's got to hit a house, and it does. Thankfully, that was hooking up going OB, and both of them are out there Never Never Land.
Yeah.
Long bid.
Par town, most likely. Firebird from Andrew.
That's a bit early. Caught some trees, saved him from being out there in the shul.
Yeah, you call that one fortunate for sure. 114 to the basket from here.
Get off of that. All right, that could have been a disastrous break there.
It's kind of like so bad it's good again.
Yeah.
Here is Dickerson, 93 to the basket. I don't know that you can give this a bid. Maybe? Oh, he is.
I wouldn't say so bad it was good, but it's like, how many people can relate to there's only one thing in your way?
Yeah. But
and you hit the one thing in your way. All you have to do is miss one tree, and you get up and down, and then you do something silly like throw it into the one tree in your way. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, I feel you. I love that bid from Kyle Klein. Little nose up floater.
Germ had a little obstructed
Yeah.
putt there and couldn't connect.
That one hurts for sure.
Big time.
That would have been a stroke on the card. Great time for it too.
It would have been.
Real kind of momentum builder as everyone else kind of struggles around him. But he will instead be taking a par, as will Kyle Klein.
Par frame.
Yep.
Very unfortunate.
Dickerson pulling on that M3.
Hey, there's my buddy Ben.
Hey,
He took me out for lunch the other day.
I used his internet this morning to upload the video. Shout out to Ben.
When I'm stepping up to a hole, I visualize everything. What's the wind, the water, the trees? What disc am I gonna choose? What's the distance? Okay, 425. I'm going with the ESP nuke. Knowing the distance is pretty much the most important thing. I feel like it's gonna revolutionize how good people get. I am Paul Ulibarri. Working together with Bushnell, we can push the game to a whole new level.
We have 5 holes left to go. Oh, 6 holes left to go. Excuse me, Philo. Looking at 340 feet of treacherous fairway if you take this way.
Yeah, the left side looks the more forgiving off the tee pad. Honestly, the wide high spike hyzer is kind of unpredictable. Yesterday we saw some shots getting blown off, and it's kind of sketchy going up and over. There's some room, but it's kind of poke and hope too at the same time. The left side is also a little pokey and hopey. There's some OB off to the left that you kick and go. If you go early, you're definitely in a danger zone of picking up a bogey. So you really got to thread the needle on this one to get onto the green.
Might see some scoring separation. It's
very possible. We've seen a bunch of interesting things happen on this hole.
Here's an interesting thing. Germ with a thumber.
Well, if you got that play, that looks awesome.
Isn't the line just perfectly shaped for that one?
A little bit long it looks, but
yeah,
that was fun to watch.
It was. Unfortunately, ending up a little long. Like you mentioned, Kyle Klein going way up top, but that is way wide.
Yeah, the wind is slamming that thing down early, it looks like, and way short.
Mm-hmm. Should be able to salvage a par, but not what he was looking for. This is Chris Dickerson throwing a D1.
That looks a bit better. There you go.
Okay. Clean putt.
Same putt I had today.
Nice. Andrew going Sexton Firebird up the tunnel.
It's got to get sneaky past that late stuff there, and it does. Has a lot of speed. Slow down. There's some stuff to slow him down over there. He should be inside circle 1.
You hit the putt? You?
I did.
Nice.
It was the ugliest putt I made all day.
Here is Kyle Klein.
It had no business going in.
Those are fun sometimes, though.
No. You got to take them, but you're just like, well, I got away with one there.
Germ from in the woods coming out for the birdie,
man.
but found more wood. Dickerson, opportunity here for a stroke. And that was just not a good-looking bid.
That was very uncharacteristic. That's the best I could description, because he does not typically miss low.
Yeah, I think that was a wind read issue. I heard him say a couple things after that putt. But yeah,
putting, with the breeze, it's tough. It's very unpredictable sometimes. You would think the headwind will lift it and the tailwind will drop, and sometimes it does the exact opposite.
Mm-hmm.
That just randomly swirls and changes directions on you.
So Kyle fortunate to not lose a stroke here. He will maintain that 2-stroke lead with a par. Everybody got hot. They're cooling down a little bit here.
Yeah, they got off to that hot start, and there's a little bit of heat coming from Marwede. Then he picked up a bogue, and Jerem had a nice little string going on, and now he's kind of cooling off.
The course is getting tougher, though, to be fair.
Yeah, the next couple of holes are definitely kind of tricky.
Andrew slinging that Firebird down the hallway. Wonderfully done. It's the first person I think I've seen make that hallway the entire way to the green. Not an easy task. A hole 14. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's playing all of that 342 you're seeing there on the distance. That left to right swing there. You got to miss these trees on the other side of the OB Creek. Keep that disc moving to the right. You don't want it to fade out as it gets past those. You want it to keep kind of tapering to the right, because that's the wide side or the more open side of the green. Go left, you're going to have a lot of little twigs and immature trees, smaller little twigs in your way, and more of an obstructed putt. So I've seen a lot of guys taking flick, playing it wide, trying to sneak in here and bounce right in this gap right there, give themselves an inside circle 1 putt. The righty backhands, same idea, but it's a little bit harder to control.
Yeah, well put, Philo. Big Germ opting for the forehand, though.
Oh,
remember those ninja branches, Philo? You keep mentioning that Germ is not.
It looked a little high out the gate.
It did. Well, that's an MD3 from Kyle, unfortunately.
Going mid-range, huh?
Yeah.
Just a little bit more height, and he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Or throw a fairway driver, maybe.
That could also work. FX2 from Chris.
He's got the right shape. Let's see if it stays in the air. All right. Well, there's something to put a little pressure on.
Mm-hmm. Andrew Marwede with a Wraith.
Going Halo Wraith, it looks like. Overstable. Trying to play in that back door, and it gets past it all pretty much. That was a pretty good putt from there.
It's funny listening to you describe the forehand line and then knowing Andrew was going to throw exactly that shot.
I had no idea he was going to throw that shot.
I love it. There is Germ with throwing 3. He will lay up for his bogey. That's going to take him out of contention almost entirely. Kyle.
Oh, great line, and look at that reverse spin. So much spin on the disc, it just accelerates off the front of the mask.
And Chris about to make this a 1-stroke lead for Kyle.
He needs it. He's ready. No, what is going on right now? Wow.
Oh, and
There's
Andrew
like a
chanting
force
out.
field that just like he will not score anymore or something.
Something.
Wow.
Kind of juju on the card, man. Kyle thankfully makes good on the par putt. That was no gimme. But opportunity missed for Chris Dickerson.
Two holes in a row at that.
That's
That's
true.
Just so unusual.
And 2 putts that really weren't close either.
They weren't that far.
I meant the result. They weren't close to the basket.
No. Yeah. I mean, that first putt, he was just on circle's edge. I mean,
he hits chains,
nowhere
baskets,
near
something.
the basket on that one, and this one just pushes it right past it. And I'm sure he's scratching his head, wondering what happened to his putting stroke all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if he can find it. Got a couple holes left
he's
to do
only
so.
got a few more opportunities left. I mean, the last 2 holes are pretty much birdie for most everybody.
Yeah.
16 is really the only opportunity to really pick one up. 15 also, it's kind of a weird hole. Things could happen.
Yeah. Good eye. That was a halo wraith.
Mm-hmm.
On to 15. Ooh, it's a hole.
It's a weird one. Kind of, poke and hope, as we say. You got this little workout obstacle in your way right off the tee, and you got all these ninja branches you can't see. You got to miss this little bush here, hit the hard pan, hopefully get a big skip up there towards the green. We've seen a lot of people go over the side of the cliff and have the weird uphill, obstructed putt. It's a weird one. I've seen a few guys throw the sidearm up to the, has turn it up by the sidewalk and get the flare towards the basket. So there's a couple of options. None of them are really better than the other, in my opinion. It's all kind of the same.
Kyle Klein throwing a metal flake PD2, very overstable disc.
And just a little too long, misses the hard pan, and he'll be down below.
Chris Dickerson going H1.
Trying to fight through all the stuff, and that's a little bit early, but at least he punched around and got himself a window up to the top.
Andrew, Star Destroyer.
Let's see if this gets the right action.
Oh, just munched.
What is...
There's a little mud patch, I want to say, he landed in right there. Just super unfortunately. Big Germ.
Get all the way up there.
Oh, it
almost.
was that almost did it.
So close.
Wow.
It's such a fickle hole.
It really is. Andrew, 86 to the bucket, gives it an honest bid, but that's going to be a par. Dickerson, 66. Must make territory.
Again.
That was a good bid, though.
That's much better, but, I think we're just accustomed to seeing him connect with a little bit more of those than he has this round. Big Germ, oof.
God. Such a tough spot and such a great bid from there.
It was. Kyle Klein to get an extra stroke. Online and just a hair low. Everybody's walking out of here with pars.
Yeah. Thought Kyle might be sneaking that one in there.
3 holes to go. I'm sure the youngster's feeling pretty good about his chances of taking this one down at this point.
Yep.
It'd probably take a catastrophe for him to give up 2 strokes in 3 holes with what's in front of him.
Yeah. Or just an incredible drive by someone on 16. That is not an easy 2.
It is not. I haven't seen many 2s.
You've seen them in the hands of professionals, helping them compete at the highest level. Whale Sacks is a female-owned small business, handmade in the USA. We are dedicated to outstanding grip for all disc golfers.
Three holes left to go, Philo. First one up is 16.
Yep, the final loop here. You got a couple over this pond, and this is a doozy here. 420 plays more like 460, 475. You got to go way up and around on the left side is really the most accessible route. There is a early flexor for the righty backhand. If you go right over this stuff, the drone's flying and kind of slide it over the sidewalk and get the late fade, but you got to get it so high and like kind of nose flat. You don't really want to turn it to the right, because if it doesn't come back, then you're OB picking up a stroke. So you really want to make sure it's going to fade left, but it's such a touchy shot, and it's just raw speed going around the left side. You just got to really hit your angle and make sure that thing pans out as it's making its way to the right and not drop out too hard.
What was your play on this one? You take the outside line or flex it
yeah,
up the middle?
well, I think the first day we'll let Kyle throw.
Mm-hmm.
I like the looks of that. If
That
it keeps
is-
on peeling over, that's going to be real nice.
He went cloud raker.
Yeah, a little bit overstable on the finish, but I mean, that's out there. He's past the basket, and
Par worst case.
yeah, worst case scenario, that's going to make him have to do something awesome here, Mr. Dickerson.
FX2.
I don't know if that's going to have that understable taper that he's looking for, and that's fading out way, way early.
Yeah, he's round circle 2 out there. Andrew, go on Star Destroyer.
Let's see if this thing can hang on long enough to get onto the strong side. Oh, such an
Did that
unfortunate.
tree kind of straighten him out a little bit?
I think he just pulled it over a
Think
little
so?
too tight.
Okay, I
You know, if he
couldn't
would have
quite
trusted
tell.
it a little wider, I think he would have been okay. Maybe he was thinking the disc was going to unravel like Germs is here.
Yeah. There's a Thunderbird out of Germ.
That's looking pretty tasty.
Wow.
That's awesome. Thunderbird fairway driver.
Throwing it like 480.
It's incredible.
Dang.
Yeah,
Another good bid from Chris.
another good one, but not good enough to put any pressure on Kyle. He can just pitch that up there, and
Oh, that's smart.
got 2 holes. He can make 1 birdie and call it a day.
Someone checked U-Disc. And his name's Kyle Klein. That was a smart layup. That was Germ giving it a bid. Andrew, after the OB drive, has this to save par, but it will result in a bogey instead. Dickerson for par. He'll be down 2 with 2 to play. Kyle making good on the par. Andrew with the bogey. And Germ with the par as well.
Shaping up to be a good win for the youngster here.
It is. And Germ still absolutely rips. Clocked him over 70 miles an hour today.
Yeah, that's moving.
Sure enough. On to 17, if Chris is going to make a move, he needs a birdie here and needs Kyle to...
Make a mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got a 3-putt or do something weird to really open the door to make things interesting, maybe push it into a playoff. But, it's a pretty gettable hole for the righty backhand. If you're, the lefty, you've got a little bit more of a obstacle coming in onto the green with that big mature tree out there to the left of the basket. But, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident in Kyle's game and what he likes to do. I'm pretty sure he's going to give himself a look at least, minimum give himself a look to score a birdie here.
Yeah. I wonder if he's... how far out is his range where he's going to run those putts?
At this point, I don't think there's any danger. There's not a lot of danger on this green. There's no potential to roll and go B, really,
Okay.
unless if you miss on the
Interesting.
high side, come up short. But, I mean, he's such a solid putter. I don't really see him not running a putt on this green.
All right. Kyle Klein on the box.
Line looks good. Let's see if he gets the right finish.
Threw in at PD2. It should get a good skip, but I don't see it,
got
Philo.
No skip, so he's probably in between circles now.
It looks like it. Out in Conrad country. Chris Dickerson, FX2.
That looks like another great line. Let's see if he gets the right finish. A little bit short again.
A little better, but not much. They got dueling putts over there. Germ?
Oh, no.
Thankfully, it's going to stay in
It's
bounds.
safe. All
Yeah,
right,
I was
yeah.
worried about it, too.
You
in
got
the
to
air.
feel for Germ and Marwede. They've just been getting punished here on the back nine.
True story,
Marwede's
sir.
really been kind of slow the whole round, but get there.
Ooh.
Almost flared it in. That would have got him a little excited.
That would have been fun.
Heck yeah.
I mean, Germ was on the card. Aces happen when Germ's around.
I'm sure he would probably not have been.
He probably would have just died.
Oh, man. Like, I'm over this witness thing. Especially when you're having a hard day.
Yeah.
It's hard to be happy.
It's like, really? Really?
You
right
do
now?
that on me today?
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, guy.
Kyle Klein, big putt here. 47-footer, checking
This
the
will
wind.
pretty much be an exclamation point if you can knock this one in.
Yep. This one's closer to 40, looks like, though.
Right back into his rhythm, and bang, he knows that's it, everybody.
Ice in the veins on that one, Philo.
Ice cold.
That was impressive.
That's going to feel good for him taking some Mo into the long track next week with all the top dogs, the full
Yeah,
contingency on
buddy.
board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's what he's thinking about. Hasn't got one with all of us there yet, but this is pretty close.
Sure enough.
Dickerson. Back on track. Found his putting stroke again.
Good thing Kyle made that putt.
It was.
Give himself a little breathing room going into 18. Germ, unfortunately, missing that par comebacker. Andrew, dialing up a look at birdie. Oh, no.
Just not connected today.
Yeah.
Those days are frustrating. Very frustrating.
There is a bogey for our friend Big Germ. Andrew cleaning up the par.
He's doing a pretty good job of keeping himself composed.
Oh,
I don't know how he
absolutely.
does it. Like, for me, my emotions tend to bleed through. You'll see me talking to myself a bunch, but he seems pretty quiet and calm and just
He
kind
is.
of accepting it's not his day.
Yeah.
The youngsters, actually, they're both from Michigan, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Marwede's also from Michigan.
So,
Fellow Michiganders, I'm sure he's happy for Kyle.
definitely. We got one hole left to go. Kyle Klein's got a 2-stroke lead. Tell us about
Big
18.
Spike Heiser, he's got plenty of room to work with up there on the right side. Throw it at that light pole out there, the first one you see. Just let that thing fade in. He's got a 2-stroke lead, so he doesn't have to be too aggressive. If he wants to, I guess he could go for an ace run and put on a show, but really
There's OB right there.
no way he's going to lose.
Yeah.
It's over.
It would take something pretty ridiculous.
3-putt.
Yeah.
Dickerson aces.
Yes. A PD2 from Kyle Klein to close it out.
Get a hurry finish. Come on. Yeah, all right, not bad.
In the circle.
Sneaks it inside circle one. That's right there in the comfort zone.
Chris Dickerson. FX2.
71 miles an hour from Dickerson. He's going ace run.
Can you believe that, man?
Woo!
2 feet long? Something like that?
Maybe 18 inches from ringing that
Wow.
one up. That would have definitely got people hyped right there.
What a gamer is that guy?
He is.
He knew he needed it. He was going for it.
Uh-huh.
So cool. Andrew putting it up the hill pretty well.
That's well inside circle one. Finishes event with a birdie.
Yeah. Big Germ with a Thunderbird.
Give it a run, Big Germ. See if you can make them your witness this time.
He's trying.
Oh, what a break. You talk about a game of inches.
That's a good tombstone.
That was about, 3 inches from
Yep.
being in somebody's neck, maybe? That skip off the sidewalk would have been vicious. Oh, my gosh. That was just very odd.
It was a thing right there.
Oh, man. Robot Chicken wasn't his name himself today.
No, he wasn't. The putting a little bit off.
A little sketchy
We're
there
used to
towards
it.
the end. Big Germ, a little tip of the hat for the gallery, saluting their patronage and support of the event.
I'm always
It's nice to
stoked.
see a lot of people out there today.
That's great.
Definitely want to give a shout out to all the locals that trekked through and visited Show Me Disc Sports on Wednesday night. And I hung out a little bit after the round and signed some autographs for whoever wanted to come over and support. So thank you guys.
North Open champion Kyle Klein.
Youngster from Michigan getting it done. All smiles today.
What a performance.
Nicely done, young buck.
Kyle Klein.
There you go, Big Germ, showing the young guys some love.
Awesome, man. Closing it out with a great rip here. Shouts to our speed gun crew back there. Frank, Dell, Scott, helping out all weekend. Ben right there. Internet hookup, and here is your winner, Kyle Klein.
Didn't even have to run it.
Nope. Those are the good ones, Philo.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to remember this for a long time, man. He's been working real hard. We've seen a lot of these young guys, man, they are chomping at the bit. They see where the level is, and they know they can get there. They've got the speed. They got the putts. And
That carrot out there is a little bigger now, Philo, than it used to be.
it is. It's a lot bigger than it used to be. Some definitely notable finishes here and some names you may not recognize up there in the top of the top leaderboard as the event finishes. And this is the one, huh?
Yeah, our winner with the double G long drive of the day. This is on 8. I mean, come on.
This is ridiculous. It's a lot of skill and a little bit of luck to get through all that stuff and
well
get way
put.
up there.
Yep.
Got to have the ability, and you put it all together. Congratulations.
Man, that was a ton of fun. Philo, thank you so much, man.
No worries,
Always.
man. Thanks for having me back with you, man. Looking forward to next week down in Emporia.
Yep.
Should be a blast.
Just a
Hope you
couple
guys
days.
tune in.
Yeah, please do, man. It should be really entertaining. We'll catch you guys in Emporia. Thanks for watching.
Deuces, everybody.